Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. So today I'm going to be telling Autumn Apple Windseed's birth. And this was November 11th, 1970. So I want you to keep that in mind, the year 1970. That was 50 years ago, 51 almost. And this is told by Kim Trainer. So this story, I have to say, is a little bit sad, but I think it's important to be told because these women were the women that literally tried, Pitocin for the first times and had babies in the hospitals for the first times. And so they went through some things that we don't have to go through today because they went through it and they were like, this is wrong. So just keep that in mind. Also, I wanted to say, sorry if the camera is different. I got a different phone, so I hope that, I hope the video is okay. The birth of my first child in Manhattan was a standard procedure hospital birth. I was first put in a room by myself, left to my own fears, and had my amniotic sac ruptured by an attendant. I was stuffed in a ward of screaming and yelling women in labor. Most of them did not speak any English. The attending physicians were all Chinese, and they spoke very little English or Spanish. They proceeded to give me oxytocin to step up my labor. Oxytocin, also called Pitocin or Syntocin, is a powerful synthetic hormone given to women in order to start or stimulate labor. I was told to stay still because I sat up once. I was strapped on my back. Because I sat up once. I was strapped on my back to the bed and scolded by the nurse on call who said, "Stop trying to squat." Jeez. A fluorescent light was set up to glare on me so attendants could see when they came in, because there was an air of assembly line birth in that hospital. They left the light on and then left me alone to labor, strapped to the bed. After what seemed like days, it was 15 hours, I felt the baby's head between my legs. I called to the nurse that I thought I was ready to deliver. I was whisked off to the delivery room. I had my feet put in stirrups and stockings and given a standard procedure episiotomy, 12 stitches. So back then, pretty much every mom that had a baby in the hospital would get a standard episiotomy, especially if it was the first baby. When I awoke, I was told finally that I had a healthy girl weighing 8 pounds and 9 ounces. I tried to breastfeed her, but was given only 20 minutes in which to do this. I was having difficulty, so I asked some for help. An irate nurse reluctantly tried to show me how to breastfeed. She squeezed my breasts roughly and declared that I wasn't the kind of woman who could breastfeed. Then they took my baby down the hall to a neonatal nursery after this unsuccessful attempt. I ran after my crying babe. I caught up with the nurse and grabbed my daughter in order to confront her. At this point, I was hauled off by a couple of ward attendants. They took me away from my baby, brought me to my room, and gave me a powerful sedative to keep me awake but unable to move. This was an incredibly traumatic experience. I came away from the birth bruised and battered, drugged and ripped off of my nurturing instincts and sense of confidence. After such trauma, I knew I would never give birth under such inhumane conditions again. So this story was a little bit sad, a lot sad. And I know that that's why there's a lot of women that are extremely passionate about this, because they have friends that have experienced, maybe not to this degree, but, similar experiences, very traumatic experiences. I was told by a friend that they had instructed this medical staff that they didn't want any medication. And when they got there, they said that they needed to give an IV and some fluids. And so she thought she was getting, you know, IV fluids. And it ended up they were giving her Pitocin. And from there on, the birth or the the whole birth experience changed, you know. And that's when I heard that story, it just reminded me of exactly why I want to do what I want to do. So I know this is a sad story, but it's very important for us to know, you know, the history of, and what, you know, our ancestors went through. So I hope you guys have a good day, and share this story if you know you think it helps someone, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.